Yo, 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 Wagwan. Azzy Boom 65. Get to the chopper. First, how you doing, Azzy Boom? To all the talkers and the stalkers, how are you doing? Appreciate you coming through. Banter is here. How you doing, Banter, man? Big up. Brr. What's up, Wagwan? Rafi Gomez is here. How you doing, Rafi? I keep forgetting what the days are. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. No, wait, I said that wrong. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. What up? 8:30 p.m. GMT, Friday and Monday. 8:30 a.m. at GMT, Saturday, Sunday. We're doing our monthly movie night today. Monthly movie night, and this time it is Predator. Get to the chopper. I'm doing good, and you? How's everybody doing? Good to hear you're doing good, Bants. Got my movie set. Nice. Banter's ready. Banter, be ready. Banter, be ready. Who else is ready? Anybody else ready?
But first, let me take a selfie.
Right. Where we at? Where we at? Oh no, oh no. Oh, my disc ain't oh no, 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 no. That's not cool, man. Good. I feel like a sink. I feel like a sink. What do you mean? Kind of like concave? Or do you mean smooth to touch? Sinks are quite smooth usually. Usually. Ready. Azzy Boom 65's ready. Yeah, Haze, do you have muscles? Well, everybody has muscles. You know, it's how you stand up. Well, partly to do with how you stand up. You know, your bones help as well, of course, and other parts of your body. But you know how you lift things. If you want to pick up a pen, you know, your muscles need to do that. Or, you know, just get about your day. We all have muscles. I realize what you're actually asking me, by the way. I'm just being a little bit facetious. Rafi's ready. Yeah, be right back. All right, Azzy, be right back. Do I have muscles? I don't know. I mean, I guess I do okay. You know, I don't know. I'm not looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger right now. In this, if you can see this picture here, you know, I'm not Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. But you know, I guess I do okay. Oh man, it's not reading. You know, I think Hayes out here. I'm almost 30. What you expect? Well, you're almost 30. No, you're not almost 30. You told me your age. You're way younger than 30. I'm not almost 30. I'm past 30. I'm a long way past 30. Got it. Nice. So for those who have it, get it ready. If you got the Predator, get it ready. I believe, I don't know this for sure, but I believe that Predator is available on Netflix if you live in America. So for those of you in America, if you've got Netflix, check if Predator's there, because I think it is. I'm not sure, but check if it's in. If it is, awesome. If not, then, well, still watch anyway. You know, we're still going to have some fun anyway. We're going to have some fun anyway. But Banter's ready. A few of you guys are ready. Awesome. Shirts are always fixed discs. Oh, like just wiping it. Okay, yeah. Ooh. Are we starting with 20th Century Fox intro? I'm starting with 0, actually. I mean, I'll just need to just hit that. But I'll get mine on 0. And then we'll start there. But different. Yes, I guess that's, was that 20? Yeah, 20th Century Fox intro. I guess it is, yeah. So if you go to 0. Oh shit, that's the wrong one. What's going on? What's up, Guan? Pause. Pause. Oh, you are acting up. Okay, we might be a little bit out of sync when we do it because for some reason it's not letting me get to 0 on this damn thing. Okay. All right, but yeah, start with the 20th Century Fox intro. So at the beginning, yes, the coins. So we've got the coins set up. That's on. We've got the coins on. Nice. 60 coins for Ruffy. 50 coins for Banter. Well, I have more coins than Banter. So when we'll be able to gamble. I'm still figuring stuff out. I thought I'd have time to check some things. Unfortunately, I did not. But actually, let me see something real quick. So let me see if I can figure something out here while we are here. It is a good position to be in, but I heard that 90% of executives are clean shaven, while 100% of badasses are possibly a few exceptions. So ever since mid-November-ish, I've let my hair spawn. So when I yawn in the morning, I'm like a dragon roaring. Teeth be like nails clawing through desert storms. Gale force blown past garden lawns. Fences get torn when I set foot on the floor. Okay. Okay, I don't know about gambling, but what you can do, if somebody writes heist, not semicolon, what's it called? Is it semicolon? Yeah, semicolon heist. I don't know if it'll work for me, but if you type this, that should do something. I don't know if it's going to work if I do it, though. That might do something. But yeah, I think the reason why you have more than Banter is because I believe Banter left a little bit earlier than you on the last live stream. So yeah, you would have a little bit more than Banter. But you know, I guess there's ways to catch up. Well, I need to figure out what those ways are, but can you gamble with coins? There's a thing called betting on this, but I'm not sure exactly how it works because there's no code that it's given me to say what the code is. So I really don't know. I might have to find a tutorial or something on that. But Heist doesn't seem to be doing anything. Okay. These damn things. Okay. Okay, try this one. Try semicolon challenge. That might do something. Semicolon challenge. Oh, shizzle. Try semicolon challenge. I keep saying semicolon. Sorry. It's not semicolon. Sorry, my bad. It's what's that called? Exclamation mark challenge. Sorry, I kept saying my bad. As the wrong symbol I was naming. Exclamation mark challenge. See if that does anything. Okay, and I'm not sure it does. I'm not sure it's doing anything either. They even gave us copious warnings, but subsequently we chose to ignore them. Many men were slaughtered in the pursuit of avarice. Women captured, raped, and battered, all in the name of. Oh, what is this doing, man? All right, you know, I'm gonna have to try and find like a tutorial or something, or just because it doesn't seem to be doing anything. The only thing that seems to be working is the coins. Let you know how many coins you got. Everything else, I'm not sure. So, all right, I've got some time tomorrow. Not before tomorrow's live stream. So maybe after tomorrow's live stream. Well, I've got some stuff I need to do, but hopefully I should have some time to like look at this and be like, okay, let me try and figure some stuff out, find a tutorial someplace or something. Oh, and Haze is using his own songs. Oh yeah, you can hear it. Nice. Yeah, that's one of my my poems from back in the day. One of my spoken word pieces back in the day. Yes, from a few years back actually, not even that long ago. But yeah. It's called the Time Traveler's Ascension. All right, okay, so we're going to have to figure out this thing. Hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have some time to do that tomorrow. But for now, let's get movie night started, shall we? So, guys, have it on 0. I'm gonna switch over to here. I don't know if it matters. I can't show them. You know, I can't show the movie. But I'll switch over to here anyway. For some reason, mine won't go to 0. But yeah, if it's a few seconds out, it doesn't matter. So I'm gonna count down from. I'm gonna count down from 3. So on play, I'm gonna say 3, 2, 1, play. Okay, and then that's when you hit play. So you guys ready? 3, 2, 1, play. Alright, here we go. 20th Century Fox. I watched this movie quite a lot, but I haven't watched it for a long time. I think the last time I watched it was probably, well, maybe not a long time. Actually, no. Actually, no. Mate, I think it's less than a year ago. Maybe about maybe about a year and a half ago. You got the theme going. I actually did a video on Predator, an in-depth movie analysis video, which should be on the channel. I think because I did re-upload a bunch of stuff to the channel, so that should be on this channel. That movie analysis. So I don't know. Maybe you guys want to check that out. But yeah, I had some theories about this movie. Haze wants to make a song on the real. Go for it, man. What's the song about? What's your song about? Predator, Deadass, Star Wars, for real, man. Hey, Star Wars is a big influence, a lot of stuff back in the day. So it's not even that far with the whole space thing and coming down. Terminator. And it's not going to be about stick cheese. Well, probably for the best. Probably for the best. Jesse Ventura. So here's the thing. Jesse Ventura is in this movie, and he was governor of California. Arnold Schwarzenegger is in this movie, and he was governor of California. Sonny Landham is in this movie, and he ran for governor of another state. I don't remember which state, but he ran for, I think it was governor anyway. I might be wrong, but I think he ran for governor or some kind of political position of other states. He didn't get it. But, yeah, 2 people in this movie were governor of California. One ran for a political office, but didn't get it. But, yeah, Jesse Ventura. Former WWF wrestler. My Dick Cheese song was lit. Wow. Look at this. Apparently with this scene right here where he lights the cigar in a helicopter, apparently there's like safety regulations, so you couldn't actually light a cigar in a helicopter. I can't remember exactly how they filmed it, but he wasn't in a helicopter when he lit it, so it was something to do with like he doesn't actually light it inside a helicopter, he lights it somewhere else. And they made it look like a helicopter. I think it was something like that. I can't remember how I read what I read, but he wasn't in a helicopter when he lit that because you can't. There was something. It was like it's something to do with safety. I think the helicopter would actually blow up. I can't remember what it was, but there was some safety thing. You can't actually light a cigar or anything inside a helicopter, so that wasn't inside an actual helicopter. Piece of trivia for you guys. Enter our own all rights. Own all rights. Our own all rights. I want to make a song called Pink Skies. Okay. That generally sounds like it could be a nice song. Pink Skies. What's it? I mean, of course, I guess it's gonna be about pink skies, but what else? Is there any metaphors in there, or? You're looking good, Dutch. It's been a long time, General. Come on inside. 18 hours ago, we lost a chopper. We're coming up to a part, by the way. I'm sure you guys know, but the most epic handshake in the history of handshakes is coming up very soon. You're on the wrong side of the border. Are you going to play SSB 5 or SSB Ultimate when it comes out? What is SSB 5? I don't think I know what that is. I probably do, but I'm not getting that acronym right now. Because some damn fool accused you of being the best. Oh, here it comes. I sure fucking am. Like, boy, you're a bit ahead. Oh, well, like a second or two. Yeah, I figured that might happen with this whole thing. But, yeah. I figured that might, something like that might happen. Oh, well. It's not a major issue, I guess. Dylan, you son of a bitch. Had enough? Super Smash Brothers. Okay, okay. I don't know because the game looks really interesting to me, but then I can't ignore the fact that every Smash Brothers game I've played I haven't really enjoyed that much. And this one does look pretty cool. Like the whole idea of every fighter being in it. It looks so cool, and it looks like something that I'd like to get into. Like I wish I enjoyed it, but I don't know. It's just every Smash Brothers game I played, even Smash Brothers type games I played, you know, they might be fun for a little while, but then after it's just not, you know. So I don't know. Maybe. If I do get it, I probably won't want to pay full price for it. You can feel the testosterone. You know it, man. Just sweat and balls. End up in the wrong hands. Okay, so the Predator video was actually on the comedy channel. That means I didn't take that one over. I'm guessing that's because that might be more comedy than actual movie analysis. So, but yeah, check it out anyway. It's called The Mighty Jungle, and that's over on the comedy channel. So yeah. I had some ideas about Predator, and I put them in a video form. The 5th Super Smash Brothers game, yeah. So you guys getting Super Smash Brothers Ultimate? Here we go. We've got Little Richard playing right now. Oh baby, woo baby, woo baby, having some fun tonight, woo. Yeah. Okay, banter's on it. By the way, we're about to come into. We're about to hear some language that you wouldn't hear in modern day movies. So for the more sensitive ears out there, you might want to put your finger in your ears right now because yeah, back in the 80s you can get away with this sort of stuff, but right now not so much. But yeah, I don't know about Super Smash. Maybe not. Probably not at full price if I do get it. When's it out, by the way? When's it due out? My team works alone. Who's our backup? No such thing, old buddy. Having me some fun tonight. I was talking about sitting through the long dark nights to see this beautiful pink horizon, rose gold. Behind all that, it takes a deadly pollutant that makes the sky so pretty. It's pretty at first. Okay, that sounds nice. Me too. Mine's as big as a house. Rest in peace, Sonny Landham. For those who might not know, Sonny Landham died, I think a few years ago now, actually. Well, last year actually. He died last year. Almost a year ago, 17th of August, 2017. Phil Maxwell stuntman. But in the long run, it only hurts. Nothing will ever be purely pure. Yeah, write that song, man. Write that song, write that poem, write it. Including me and you, everyone on this earth, yeah. Write that, man. That sounds like it would be a nice song. Get some music to it. bunch of slack-jawed faggots around here. This year make a goddamn Tyrannosaurus Rex. No, goddamn sexual Tyrannosaurus. Just like me. Stick this up your sore ass, Blaine. Oh, the quotes in this movie are just epic, aren't they? They are just epic. Yo, Frozen Gamer, what up, FG? Did you know Peter Culkin, who voiced Optimus Prime, voices Predator? I did not know that. I did read that. I mean, it was like I know it was a basketball player, I think, that was inside the suit. In fact, the guy who's inside the suit appears at the end of the movie as a helicopter pilot. So there's another piece of trivia about this film. But no, I didn't know that it was voiced by Peter Culkin. That's new to me. Excuse me. That is new to me. Peter Culkin voiced the Predator, but he also did the voice of Optimus Prime in the cartoon back in the 80s, and he also did the voice of Optimus Prime in the new movies as well, in the Michael Bay movies. Haze, did you read my comment? Oh wait, the next one I will write. Next one I want to write is called A Child's Drug. Okay, write them down, man. Write them down. Remember, a good idea doesn't go away, it just goes somewhere else. So if you don't do it, somebody else will. So yeah, write it down. Write it down and get it out into the world. You know, get it under your name. Don't hesitate. Don't procrastinate. You know, get it done. Because everybody has a gift. Everybody has something unique that they can give to the world. And the biggest shame is that, well, maybe not the biggest shame, but certainly amongst the biggest shames, is that most people don't share their gifts with the world. So yeah, don't be one of those people. Make sure you're within the people that are sharing their positivity and sharing their stories and sharing their truths with the world, because that's how we all grow. That's how we all get better, you know. And this is when they realize something ain't right. Something just ain't right, man. Yeah, Kevin Peter Hall was the person inside the Predator suit. And I believe he was a basketball player. He died young, actually. Died at 35, damn. An African-American actor attending Penn Hills. Yeah, played basketball. He was a tall dude, 6'5". Well, 6'9" actually. So yeah, he's a tall dude. Have you ever seen a polluted rose gold sky? Hey, I don't know. That's a very specific description. A polluted rose gold sky. If I have, I didn't know that's what it was. I'll say that. Here we go. Peter Cullen, Predator voice, uncredited. But yeah, voice of Optimus Prime in the movies and the cartoon. Look it up. We live near a smokestack, so we get it all the time. What do you mean, 6 men? They came from the north, and they followed the guerrillas. Mean anything to you? Yeah, there's something's wrong. Something's wrong, and they know it. So what's that called? A polluted rose gold sky. Okay, we looked at polluted rose gold sky. Okay, I've got some pictures. Smog turns magenta. I don't know. It doesn't look... I mean, maybe. I don't know. If I mean, maybe I just didn't take notice. I mean, it doesn't look unfamiliar to me, but then it's not really ringing any bells either. So I don't know. Maybe I've only seen it in pictures. They say the fog is a. They say the smog is a reason the sky is so beautiful. What's that from? That's It's not exact. It's not an exact quote. Here we go. Bushman. 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 Sonny Landham. Just drinking straight out of the branch. Let me look up to see what you saw. I searched on Google, saw a few pictures about smog paint sky paint in Nanjing, ChinaDaily.com. So yeah, this is one of my favorite movies of all time. It really is. It's a great film. But the first time I saw it was on television, and back in the day, back when they used to show stuff on television, like movies on television, especially movies like this that are quite violent, with swearing and whatever, they were heavily edited. Now, when you're watching a film for the first time, you don't know how much is edited. I mean, you understand that it's edited. You can kind of tell that certain things are cut, and you know Predator's probably going to be edited. So it's not that you don't know, but you don't necessarily know how much the film is edited until you see a proper cut of it. And then when you do, especially when I've watched this movie loads of times, the edited version. I remember I taped it off the television, and I used to watch it loads of times, this edited version. And then finally, like years and years and years and years later, finally got to see like the proper uncut version. And seriously, it's like watching a whole new movie. It was cut that badly. It was cut that bad. It was like watching a whole other movie, man. It was like raw. Like watching it again for the first time. It's crazy how much they edited it for television back in the 80s. They don't do it so much these days, I don't think. But yeah, back then, movies got edited, got cut, got shredded. It's different from the pics. If I take a pic in my house, it will look like a filter. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, cameras always can make things look different. I mean, it's just the way cameras work, you know, and how color works. And if your screen's going to have effects on that as well, so it's always going to be different. Nice. Love my old classic gore. What's the goriest movie you guys have seen? That's a question for the village right now. The goriest movie that you guys have seen. It's like nothing you have seen. Well, unless you have seen it, then I guess it's like that. No idea. Okay, moving on to goriest then. But let's name it. Okay, probably Battle Royale. Okay, Battle Royale. I've seen that. That's the I've seen it. Yes, Japanese film. Hell, it's like it just disappeared. Sequel to Gorilla Cell. Yo, Crimson Fantasy, what up, Crims? How you doing, Crims? The criminal. I haven't really seen any gory movies. Yeah, it's a Japanese one. Yeah, it's a good movie. I haven't seen it for a long time now, but I remember it being a pretty good movie. All the teenage kids where they like fight each other. That was like Hunger Games before the Hunger Games. Was the Hunger Games? You know what I'm saying? Yo, Crims, we're just talking about the goriest movies we've seen. Have you seen any gory movies? And if you have, what were they? But yeah, Battle Royale, I remember that being pretty gruesome. And another film that I would say is probably the goriest movie that I've seen is a film called... what's it called again? It's called Ricky O, The Story of Ricky. And it's based on a manga. It's a Japanese film as well. But it's based on a manga. But yeah, that movie is pretty damn gory. It is so over the top. Like if you've seen Dead Alive, you know, Brain Dead by Peter Jackson, it's kind of like in that vein, but even more over the top than that, if you can believe it. It's pretty out there. We'll get real love. We'll get real lost again. So, Cabin in the Woods. Okay, have I seen Cabin in the Woods? I'm not sure if I've seen Cabin in the Woods, actually. I think, let me look that up. It's like the Hunger Games, but better. You know what? Here's the thing about the Hunger Games. The first book to the Hunger Games was excellent. Like, I really enjoyed reading the first book. You go, says motherfucker. I don't care who you are back in the world. You kill some message around, and I'll bleed you real quiet. You leave here. Got that? But yeah, the first Hunger Games book that I read, I've read them all, by the way. But the first book was really good, really just excellent reading, in my opinion. The movie to the book, however, the first movie, I haven't seen other movies, but the first movie for the Hunger Games, it just didn't do it. It just didn't do it, because I think the problem with the movie is that they tries to make it exactly like the book, and the problem there is that the book is written from the perspective of somebody's mind, you know, that as their thoughts. So there's a lot that happens that if you're trying to show it as a movie, it doesn't quite come across. And I think that's a problem they had, why things just didn't really make sense for the film. Like, if you hadn't read the book, I think there's quite a few things in the film that don't really make a lot of sense, because they try to make it they try to make the film like the book, and the book isn't really told in that way. So the film, yeah, I felt the film fell short. But the book, if you ever get a chance to read the first book, brilliant book, really good book. The second and third book I enjoyed as well, but I think the problem there is that it's pretty much more of the same. And because the first book was like, whoa, and then it's just like more of the same. So it's not that it's a bad, they're not bad set, and they're still worth reading. But yeah, I feel like once you definitely get the first book, read that, and then the second and the third if you get time. They're not as must reads in my opinion, but they're still pretty good too. Japs do gore, right? That I can't argue with that. I saw this indie movie called The Doctor, and I was making fun of it, and I guess they spent it's all on special effects, but damn, people tied up and operated on not my thing. Okay, so that just, yeah. Have you ever felt like crap sometimes? I think we all feel like crap sometimes, but you know, you try to remember the positives. Remember that you got more, even though it doesn't feel like it. Always remember that you've got more goods in your life going than bad. Sometimes when you start to feel bad, it feels like the bad outweighs the good, but I can tell you 100% that is never the case. The goods will always outweigh the bad. It won't always feel that way, but it will always outweigh the bad. You just got to remember that. Remember that and focus on that. You know, so yeah, we're always going to feel bad at times, feel crap at times, feel worthless at times or whatever, but you know what? Remember the good in your life will always outweigh the bad, and focus on that. Remember that. Keep telling yourself that until it sticks in your head. You know what I mean? If you have to do like a guided meditation or something to remember it, if you have to take a minute to lie down and remember it, whatever you got to do to remember that and keep that in your mind, you know, that's what you got to do. Well, amongst other things. You feel like doing nothing and people make you angry for all time Frozen or damn Frozen. How old are you? The thing is, you always feel like crap. You just gotta be busy and have people in your life that are positive. Yeah, and that's another thing as well. You know, always have something to do. You know, something positive to do, more specifically, things that you enjoy doing. You know, and people around you that aren't negative. People around you that aren't gonna bring you down. You know, keep people around you that are gonna lift your spirits. You know, lift you up. You know, that's helps us so much. And if you don't have people that you can go to immediately, yeah, stab in the chest. If you don't have people to go to immediately, you know, play a video game. You know what I mean? Play a video game. Watch a movie. Watch a comedy. Watch one of my videos. Make yourself laugh. But yeah, it's always something, man. Focus on the good things. As a cliche, yeah, it's a cliche, but you know, so whatever, it's corny, whatever, but you know what? It's true. Yo, Frozen, you there? Yeah, Frozen's still here, exactly. You know it, guys. Be right back. Need a trip. Alright, see you in a bit, dude. I feel like that's the wrong way. I tried and they never worked. You feel like, what's the wrong way? That focus on positives? Knock, knock. That bit's coming up. It's not here yet. Knock, knock. Stick around. That's coming up as well. 28th. I have a friend who brings me down with him. Oh, Haze. Haze, you're very good at sounding like a girl. Can you do Pennywise? Sounding like a girl, okay. Oh, well, alright, well. If I sound like a guy, I sound like a guy. Ain't nothing wrong with that. In your video. Last video. Oh, you mean the voices? Oh, the voices. Oh, right. I thought I was thinking like the way you said it. I was thinking, all right, right. Okay, this one is. Our voices like okay, gotcha. Right. Can I do Pennywise? Let's see. They all float down here. Hey, Georgie. Georgie, they all float down here. Well, my name's Pennywise the Dancing Clown. And you're Georgie. So we're not strangers anymore, are we? Well, I don't know. I read, well, I didn't read, but I listened to the audio book of It. And the person who was doing the reading, when he did the Pennywise voice, they all float down here. That was one of the scariest voices I've ever heard. Not even a joke. What? Not even a joke. The way he did the Pennywise voice in that book, yeah, it worked. Shoot everything. There's action personified in this movie, man. I tap a female Haze. Oh, with a Lil Kim wig. Okay. Alright. Get that Lil Kim wig on. That blonde platinum wig. 5'5", or how tall is Lil Kim? 5'3". But does the female Haze look like me, or does the female Haze look like Lil Kim? You know, that's the question, really. Rosen, listen to me when you have free time or anything. Put down your worst problems, fears, and worst enemies in a journal. From there, battle with yourself, battle with your conscience until you... I got the mental picture. So hybrid like a centaur. So my face with Little Kim's hair. With Little Kim's hair, okay. I think the female version of me would have to have Lil Kim's body though. Otherwise, you know, it'd be a bit weird having a dude's body. So you have to have Lil Kim's body, Lil Kim's hair, and my birthmark underneath the right eye. Okay. Another thing you could try, Frozen Gamer, is look up the emotional scale. In fact, let me see if I can find a link for you. I find this very, very helpful at times when I'm feeling low, because what it does, it helps identify where you are, and from there you can try to get where you work your way up to where you want to be. So if you look up, let me find a link to something. Okay, so here's a link to a website that has it on it. So what the idea is to identify where you are on the emotional scale, and then try to figure out why you are there, and then try to work your way up to where you want to be. Oh yes, Crims is digging it. Maybe somebody could do like a Photoshop of what the female Haze would look like. Do like a Photoshop. Anybody with like them mad Photoshop skills out there, yeah, hook that up, hook that up. Until you are satisfied and come to an agreement with yourself, no matter what. Never show weakness. If there is a problem that festers inside you, extinguish it. Unless that energy relationship can be made into something positive. Yeah, indeed. I'll put you in my animations. Go for it, man. Make sure I've got that Lil Kim here, though. Got a goddamn jackpot. Goddamn jackpot. Is this what you looking for? You set us up. For the longest time, when I saw this movie for the first time, when he says, "You set us up," I thought he was saying, You sciencer. I thought that was what he was saying. You sciencer. For the longest time, I was like, you sciencer. That's what I was hearing. And even like my brothers, when they'd watch it, that's what we'd hear. You sciencer. But it's only not until like the DVD come out and then you watch it with subtitles, you realize he says, you set us up. I was like, oh, that's what he's saying. Okay, now I get it now. Mystery solved. Who wants to see Panda as Britney Spears? Yo, Banter's back. I don't know. I mean, I like Britney Spears, but you know, you tease me with this Lil Kim. Now it's about Britney Spears. It's like get my hopes up for Lil Kim. Name for Britney Spears in there. I don't know, man. I do. All right, we got a vote then. What's someone looking at in the pic? He's intently staring at. I know what he's looking at. How about we guess? What is Arnold Schwarzenegger? I mean, wrong answers only, brother. Let me do that. So, what is Arnold Schwarzenegger looking at in this picture? Wrong answers only. What is he so intently looking at? Wrong answers only. No correct answers are allowed for now. Titties. Well, that can make that face, no doubt. Titties can make a man do that. That's for sure. That's for sure. Hit me, baby, one more time. Hit me, bandit, one more time. Hey, baby. I see what I can whip up. Right, cool. You must be able to understand your side, the goal, and altogether know what you're trying to achieve before you worry about someone or something else. Yeah, that's a really good tip, actually. Always know who you are, what you're doing, why you're doing it, you know. And yeah, there's times you're going to forget, times you're going to feel like, why bother and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, try to remember the core reasons why you do anything, and that has to outweigh anybody else's opinion or anybody else's views. He wants to see Haze in a bikini. I don't. I do not. I don't. Yeah. Crimson Life, baby. He just found out his wife is actually a man. You know what? That could make that face too. Turn around. Turn around. All right, that's enough deep talk. Let's just imagine Haze. All right. Fine. That's why he looking like that. Remember that he left the oven on. You know what? I can see that, actually. I can see that. Especially when you're way out in the jungle. You know, you're miles away from home. You can't get back. He's like, damn. I left the oven on, didn't I? That gas bill's going to be high. Oh, well, firstly to see female Haze. I love it. Yeah, even Sonny Landon was laughing at that one. High key, I would hit woman Haze twice. Oh shit! I think female Haze would be too old for you, Rafi. So nah, ain't happening. Too old for you. Forget that. Let's imagine Haze wearing only a hat. Oh my days! Our live streams are something else, aren't they? They really are. They really are something else. Yeah, Crims is on it. Okay, that's gay. So fun, yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's raining Haze. Hallelujah, it's raining Haze. We are reaching levels of homosexuality that should not be possible with heterosexual men. You know, I feel like if you're comfortable with who you are, you know, things like that don't even matter in the end. I mean, I know you're joking, by the way, Banter. By the way, I know you're just playing around there, but I do feel like, you know, when you're genuinely comfortable and confident in who you are, certain things like you're just like whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah, I get what you're saying, you know. Especially while we're watching Predator, which is like the manliest, probably the most manliest film ever made. There's I mean, how many? There's like one woman in this whole movie. One woman in this whole movie, right? And everything else is like dudes, muscly dudes, guns and shooting and dudes and monsters and aliens. And dudes and fighting and explosions and dudes, muscly, strong men. And then we're talking about this while watching Predator. Yeah, that's how confident and comfortable we are with ourselves. We can do that while watching Predator. Big up to all y'all. Big up to all y'all, man. Big up. The village is strong. I know, Crimson, I know. But online, nobody can be trusted. Well, I don't know about nobody, but yeah, you got to be careful. You got to be careful in real life, not just online, but you got to be just careful in general. I've had gay dudes hit on me for my beard on my channel. Bruh, me and my homies act gay together all the time, but it's all good and fun, all in good fun. In spirit, we're just comfortable with like that. Yeah, that's it, man. You know what I mean? I feel when you can tell when people are insecure about it. Well, I don't know if you could always tell, to be fair. Some different people I mean, different for different people. But I feel like generally speaking, you can kind of tell when people are insecure about that sort of stuff. When, you know, when they kind of feel the needs to, like I heard someone. I don't know if this is true, to be fair, but I heard somewhere that some of the most really homophobic people out there are secretly gay themselves. And like I said, I can't prove that. I don't know if it's definitely true, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was. You know, because you come across people who, you know, just say, like, it's just so unnecessary to be like, yeah, oh yeah, like making fun, or yeah, I hate this, I hate, bun, you know, like, bun, batty, you know, all that kind of stuff. And just like, why do you feel like that? You know what I mean? Why do you care so much about somebody else's business? You know what I mean? Like something. I'm not saying you have to like everything. You don't have to like whatever you don't want to like. But when you're like, all, yeah, hate this, and all that kind of stuff, it's just like, dude, there's something else there. Do you know what I mean? There's something else there. Because there's people out there who just be like, you know what? I don't really play with that. I ain't into that. You know, whatever. Just you do you. You know what I mean? Cool. But then there's people who just like, you know, I hate this man. I kill him. You know, all that kind of stuff. It's just like, there's something else there. There's something else there, man, but hey. There's a gay gym in Soho called Sweatbox. Sweatbox. We work hard. We play hard. Awesome name. Oh, my. I know. Slim Shady. That's why they call me Slim Shady. Slim Shady sounds like maybe a good name for like a gay sunshade shop or something. I don't know what a gay sunshade shop, like, I don't know what the difference between a gay sunshade shop and a regular sunshade shop, but I don't know if anybody ever starts to set up a sunshade shop and be like, yeah, we sell gay sunshades. I don't know. Slim Shady sounds like it might be a good name for that. Just saying. 420 Gucci gang, Gucci gang. And the first person to, the muscle bit. First person to ask me out was a dude. The person I liked was his best friend, a girl. Well, that's an interesting predicament. And to did he give you flowers? Banter got me dead. No, but he invited me. Invited me for dinner and a movie, and I went, but I told him we're doing it as friends. Baby love me, but she never shows she cares. You wouldn't see your kiss or hug me. Baby love me, but she acts like I'm not there. You wouldn't see your kiss or hug me. Oh, if she acts. Tell him that we're just good friends. just good friends. Chicka, 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 chicka. Ooh, 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 chicka, chicka, chicka. Okay. So true. Camp Voice, Slim Shady Hunt, 50% off. I have a friend who invited me, told me to come out with him to a picnic, and he is a dude. I went to plenty of picnics. I went on a few. Not like as a dates, but I've been on a few picnics. That could be fun. I want to have any chance of doing no gay shit. I ain't had no chance doing no gay shit. Also happens to be the closest I've ever been to a woman. There were 2 guys and 7 girls. I see, I see. Well, the future's bright, man. Future's bright. Barbecue. All barbecues are cool, man. Outdoor barbecues are the best, like in an open park. The thing is, though, Rafi, I mean, I get what you say. I get what you're saying, but it just comes down to being clear with people. Like, if a dude fancies you and you're not into that, then just be clear with the guy. Just be like, yeah, I'm not that way. I'm not, you know. Be clear with them. Most of the time, they'll just leave it as that, and they'll leave it alone. A few people might pursue it, but you know, I think most people just leave it alone. So just be clear with people. Or you could sit next to a woman on the bus and secretly tell people she's with me. She's my girlfriend. Yeah, to pretend like you're doing a selfie and just like tilt the camera slightly, just like, yeah, me and my girlfriend. All I need in this life is me and my girlfriend. No, she's running away. They're gonna catch her though. They're gonna catch her. And the girl I sat next to fell asleep, and she ended up sleeping on me. But I felt bad for waking her up, so I sat there stiff as a branch and red as a beet. You don't need to wake her up. I mean, she fell asleep. It was like, okay, just leave it. Unless you need to get up or something like that. It's like, yo, I need to go take a piss, man. You know what I mean? Unless it's something like that, then yeah, I'll just leave it. Hawkins is dead, man. The jungle came alive and took him. If it bleeds, we can kill it. Hope you never groped her, only I am desperate. I'm not a criminal. Not a criminal! Yeah, man. I mean, that's yeah. I know. I mean, like, hey, look. I mean, I know, Banter. I know you don't do it. I get that, but yeah, I get it. Like temptation to do certain things. 100%, I get it. Like when you're in a certain position, you feel that temptation to do something that you know you shouldn't. But just don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. But I get it. I get you feel tempted. You feel like, especially like I think when you're younger, and you know maybe you haven't been with a woman, and you start to feel like, oh, it's never gonna happen, and then you get to this position where you can touch somebody inappropriately. I get that there's a high temptation to do it, but don't do it, man. Take a deep breath. Don't do it. I ended up sitting there for nearly 2 hours, but at least she was cute, so hey. Oh, believe me, I had many thoughts. You even quoted The Temptation in one of your songs, Haze. I probably did. I don't remember right now. What did I say? What did I say? I mean, I think yeah. What did I say? The truth is, God created men like that. Well, yeah, indeed. We're created, men and women. We're created where we have weaknesses. We have temptations. You know, women make men weak to their knees. Indeed, you know, there's certain things that are going to catch your eye, catch your attention. Some things you'll notice a bit more than others. And yeah, that's part of the natural human experience. You know, it's not that you're not allowed to feel the things that you feel or think the things that you think, but it's just understanding that just because you're thinking it or feeling it or whatever, that doesn't mean that that's what you should be doing, you know. And I think you always know what the right thing to do is. So yeah, you feel it, yeah, you might be thinking it, but you know that, okay, take a deep breath and just don't do it. You know, you always do the right thing. You talked about seeing her and shoving your... Oh yeah, that bit. Oh yeah, it's unspoken word. That's the one. Okay, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. And how you have these thoughts, but yeah, you stop. Yeah. But I keep those thoughts to myself. Ask you something else. Music television. This is back when where MTV actually had music, actually showed music videos. Every time you presentation, you get a little bit stronger. Absolutely. What's your dream girl, Haze? I don't know. I mean, I guess there's not a specific woman as it's. I mean, I guess you have like ideals, but then I think at the same time, one of the things I've learned in life is that although it's good to have ideals and good to have, you know, things of what you're looking for in another person, it's also important to understand that the person that you meet and the person that you end up with might not necessarily meet all that criteria. And what's I think what's really important to understand is that there's a difference between having, say, a set of values that you can't budge on, in that, you know, that you know, the other person has to meet, and just be nitpicky. You know what I mean? Like, for example, to get a little deep with you guys, you know, some of you guys already know this, but yeah, religion is quite important to me. So yeah, that's the thing. But then if it's like, I don't know, she picks her nose or something, then it's yeah, that might be a slight annoyance, but it's something you can ultimately get past. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's important to have, you know, values and certain things that you can't budge on, and then other kind of say preferences, but then also understanding that yeah, the woman you meet isn't necessarily going to meet every single one of that criteria. So you know, keep that in mind, and you know, don't be too picky or too like, oh man, she chewed with her mouth open, this relationship is over. You know, she said supposedly instead of supposedly, this relationship, you know what I mean? Stuff like that is like, come on. But then again, maybe that's the value that you can't budge on. I don't know. So it's different for different people. You know what I mean? So I'm just putting examples out there. Women with a big butt. Well, that's always helps, no doubt. I like big butts and I cannot lie. You know, you other brothers can't deny. I don't get stronger. I just stop. Then I get horny. Where horns come out your head. Right. So I don't mind big or small. Big, small, short. You know what I love about this scene? The fact that Mac has just started shooting and everybody else turned up and started shooting, firing their guns, grenades, whatever, and nobody else knows what they're shooting at. Not a single, apart from Mac, nobody knows what they're shooting at. And even Mac doesn't really fully know what he's shooting at. They just turned up and started shooting all their guns. I was like, how many bullets are they using? And not a single one of them knows what they're shooting at. Yeah, macho. That's how real men do it. The girl I like is flat as a board, but God, she's cute. Yeah, there's stuff like that as well. When people talk about, you know, big butts. I mean, yeah, big. Don't get, you know, I ain't saying that. But you know, people talk about big butts or big boobs or whatever, and you meet a woman that doesn't have a big butt, doesn't have big boobs, and you just head it off. You know what I mean? So it's just. That's why I'm not saying don't have ideas or don't have an idea of what you're looking for, but at the same time, understand the difference between a genuine sort of value that you really can't budge on, and then just being nitpicky, you know. So people are different. Then if I stop temptation, I'm just going to fap a month later and it feels better, so I want to do it more. Okay. But she is she has a thick ass and thick thighs. Oh my, yes please. Wow. Has a facial hair, it's it's over. Oh, I mean, never say never. You want makes me want to throw up? That's nasty. What makes you want to throw up? Do you know what makes? I won't want to be around you after you do that for like 30 minutes. Oh, don't get me wrong. She has a nice lower curve and her thighs are cuddly. She's just also she's as smart as you can get. I'm in a top echelon of grades, and she's higher in certain things. She'll see a smart cookie, huh? Cool. She a smart girl. Snap that up, man. Snap it up before somebody else snaps it up for you. Well, not even for you, for them. But ask her out before somebody else does. I lack the confidence to do it. Bro, the problem is, well, there's two. Okay, two problems. I lack the confidence to do it. Okay. What's the second problem? And he was a good soldier. He was my friend. And I'm afraid of rejection. It'd be really awkward because I sit next to her for a lot of my lessons. Okay, here's a thing. Both of those are not problems. They're excuses. Okay, I'll keep it real with you, Panther. They're excuses. Okay, look, it's tough. It's scary. I get that. I've been there plenty of times. But here's the thing. Reality is that if you don't do it, somebody else will. And if you wait until maybe school's over, wait until this, wait until that, somebody else is going to do it. And I get it. And I get it. It's tough. I get that it's awkward if she says no. You sit next to her, but that's just part of life, man. I mean, look, she might say no, but she might say yes. You know what I'm saying? She might say yes. But if you wait, and look, here's the thing as well. There are sometimes good reasons to wait on asking somebody out. Sometimes there are. Sometimes. I don't believe that's any of those reasons. Because yes, it sucks. Yes, people might laugh at you. The school's there, blah blah blah. But you know what? At least you would have done it, and at least you would know if she says no, you know where you stand. You know, and so you sit next to her. So what? Maybe that means that she says no now, but later on she starts to see your charm a bit more. Once she knows you're interested, I'm just saying. Other things can happen. Things don't always happen right away. Sometimes things take a while. But yeah, it's tough, dude. It's tough. But just because it's tough doesn't mean you don't do it. In fact, the fact that it's tough is a reason. I mean, think about it. When you play video games, right, and you want a certain thing that's going to take a while to get, you don't be like, oh, it's tough, so I'm not going to do it. No, you be like, no, I'm going to do what I need to do to get it. And it's just like, and life's just like that. You do what you need to do to get it. If you feel you lack confidence, take a deep breath and gain some confidence. Take a deep breath and gain some confidence. You know, tell yourself. In fact, Asking out there's nothing like a game, Haze. I'm just drawing parallels. The point I'm making is that things could be, lots of things are tough, but just because it's tough is not a reason to not do it, right? That's the point I'm making. I mean, but you know what? Maybe it is actually like a game, because like if you imagine a girl being the final boss, right, of a video game, and you have to defeat the boss, and the way you defeat the boss is by asking her out, and so that's what you gotta do. You ask her out and you defeat the boss, and she fires back with no, and then you be like, oh, okay, cool. But then because you sit next to her, she's talking to you, and slowly but surely she's like, oh, maybe this guy's quite cool actually. And then even though you don't beat the boss right away, you know, you beat her eventually. Actually, maybe that's a bad example. You don't beat women. That's that's a bad analogy. Never mind. But the point I'm making, is that yeah, lots of things are tough, but that's not a reason to not do it. That's really what I'm trying to say. Let me just leave it there. Forget the whole video game thing. That might have been a bad. Yeah. Don't go to school and start beating on women. Be like, yeah, only 3 hits, like Bowser. If she's a final boss, then I'm about to slay her. Man, in middle school, I'm making these girls attracted to me. Then they come to high school, and they hit that glow up. Your man's got all that chlamydia. Man, when I'm going to ask a girl out, it will be like you're about to ride a roller coaster. Roller coaster. Yeah, well, there's a lot of emotions, up and down, up and down. It's a tough thing. It's a tough thing. But yeah, you know what? You just got to do it, man. You just got to suck it up and do it. Take a deep breath and just do it. Just don't think about the consequences. Don't worry about what she's going to say. Just do it. It's, yeah. I will make an indecent joke, but rather not. Read my comment from 435. Oh, I think I just read that one actually. This is when he kills a pig. Boop 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 boop. Yeah, this is called the song playing, or the poem, the spoken word piece playing is called "The Time Traveler's Origins." I might say about trying to get my album on like Spotify and, you know, Google Play and all that kind of stuff. I was looking into it, and it will cost about 75 quid or something like that. So it was just, which to be fair is probably more money than, well, it's easily more money than I made from that album by far. But I mean, just for the sake of having it in places where it could be listened to by anybody. I mean, Bandcamp's cool, don't get me wrong, but I think a lot of people use Spotify or Google Play or iTunes or Apple Music and stuff like that. So if I could get it there just makes it a little bit more available to people. Man, I don't want to date no one till high school. Well, if you're sure, you're sure. TF, you fought. You fought what? Mac, you killed a pig. Matt killed a pig. Why didn't she try to get away? Dodge, look at her. She's scared of her mind. So, prom is next year for me. I got till prom next year. Let's do this. You got till prom. What, to ask her out, you mean? Your man needs to get to studying. Your mans needs to get to studying. Yeah, study hard, man. Make sure you get them grades. Yeah, okay. Well, here's the thing. If you choose to wait till then, okay, that's of course that's your choice to make. No, of course, no nothing there. But if you choose to wait till then, all I'll say is that you have to 100% accept that if somebody else asks her out in the meantime and she says yes to that person and starts dating and everything else, that's just your luck. That's just your loss. So if you're gonna wait, but yeah, have to fully accept that if anybody asks her out in the meantime and she says yes and they have a relationship and they start getting along, then hey man, no hard feelings. It is what it is. They sense a nibber. Nibber? It's when she speaks English. No more games. No. If I really like a girl freak, I like a girl freak that she's mine. I'm not sure it's saying if you really like a girl freak that she's mine. I'm not sure what you're trying to say there, dude. Sorry, I'm not sure I get that message. Also, okay, I finally got my debit card. Yeah. Big up Banter's an adult now with a debit card. If it bleeds, we can kill it. Classic movie line right there. Freak that she's mine. Oh, okay, what you're trying to say. Freak that. Okay, if you like a girl, freak that. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, here's the thing with debit cards. They are a good introduction to the whole credit card thing. You know, that said, you can still, the way debit cards work is that you don't really run up a debt because, you know, it only takes out whatever you got in your account. That said, it is still possible to go a little crazy, and what you don't want to do is just spend all the money on your account on stuff and then have no money in your bank, because once you start using that credit card, that debit card in shops, the fact that it's just so convenient to just like buy stuff and just beep, you know, you can easily lose track of how much you're spending. So yeah, be careful with that thing. Be careful with that thing. Got your man's looking like an 8-year-old. Haze, when did you start cussing? Under 19's account work differently. Okay, so what is that? Just very limited in how much you can spend. I feel like it's more accepted now for kids to cuss. Probably is. I mean, I don't know when the first time I used a swear word was. I was probably fairly young, I guess. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would have been, I guess, in primary school or something. So I don't know, 5, 6, 7, something like that, maybe. But I mean, there was a period of time, I think in my teenage years up until maybe about early 20s, where I used to swear a lot. Like, every other word was just like, fuck, you know, all that kind of stuff. I used to use a lot of swear words. But then I did make a conscious decision to not really use swear words anymore. And I do use them from time to time now. But, yeah, I had made a conscious decision a while ago to not really use swear words where I could avoid them. You know, if I'm quoting somebody or, you know, reading something, you know, I'll usually say it then. Other than that, it's rare. If I get pissed off or something, then I might have a few come out then. But yeah, just in general language, general talking, I very, very rarely use profanity anymore. If I don't have the funds, it doesn't let the transaction through, unlike adult cards where it will go through with an overdraft. Say. So yeah. So you can only spend the money that you have. So, but even still, what I'm saying is that just because it won't let you go over spending money you have to remember that what I'm trying to say is that you can still easily spend a lot of money. Like, for example, let's say you have £100 in your account, and that £100 has to last you the whole month, for example. And you buy something for, I don't know, a couple of pounds on your card, and then you buy something else for a few pounds. It's very easy to lose track of how much you're spending because like, you know, with the whole sort of transaction thing. So what I'm saying is that although the debit card protects you in terms of how much you can spend, you might not necessarily want to spend that full £100 on underwear or you know, I don't know, Pokemon trading cards or something. You know what I mean? So it's just that being. All I'm saying is that, yeah, be careful with it still. I wish I had £100 for a month. I'm running with £20-30 a month budget. Okay. Well, in that case, you probably don't have to worry too much about it if that's if that's what you're dealing with. 20. Yeah, go wild, go wild. Bad kid Haze. Well, a little bit. Let me boom. My first card was what we used to call it back in the day, a solo card. So Switch, which doesn't exist anymore, but right now we have the Visa Delta cards, right? There was a while where Switch was like the Visa Delta card, but if you we need to be over 18 to have a Switch back. But when you were, I think, 16 to 17, they had what's called a solo card. So a solo card, C-A-R-D card, solo card. So solo card was a debit card, but it was very, very limited. Like very, very few shops would accept a solo card. So you couldn't really spend. I mean, the same sort of deal where it's the money that you have. You can't go in overdraft or anything like that. But yeah, just very, very few shops would accept it. So I got one of those when I was, I think, 17, I think. And that was like my first card. And yeah, I remember going to Oxford Street because more shops, there's a few shops on Oxford Street that would take it. And I bought some things. I was like, yeah, this is so cool. And when I got my debit card, I was pretty responsible, to be here. When I got my first debit card, I was pretty responsible. And when I got my first credit card, I was pretty responsible as well for the first, I think, year or so. I was quite responsible for the first year, and then after that, I was like, yeah, I could celebrate a little bit. Went a bit crazy with a credit card. I was like, okay, maybe I should, maybe not. But yeah, good times, man, good times. I ain't saving for college. Well, I mean, I'm too poor for that. I need to start a student. I need to take a student loan. Freak, yeah, welfare gang. See if your thoughts. Student loans. I don't know exactly how they work now, but back when I was a youth, student loans were pretty much your only choice if you were poor. There were grants as well. Some people were able to get grants, but grants were quite limited. So for most people, it's student loans. But as I didn't take a student loan because my course wasn't that expensive. But for those who were taking like the more expensive courses and had to get a student loan, from my understanding of it, a lot of them got screwed. You know, because the whole thing is that you didn't have interest or whatever. But I believe there's something in the small print where it wasn't exactly a great deal either. So if you are going to take a student loan, yeah, make sure you know exactly what you get yourself into. I've got like 2 years. In those 2 years, I'll get like £1,000 over that. I'm graduating at 17. 17. Did you know that Lil Pump and Joyner Lucas have the same B-day as me? Okay. Sharing a birthday with Lil Pump and Joyner Lucas. Nice. Keep it together. August 17th. Oh, that's soon then. Well, about a month and a half away. Yeah, about a month and a half away. Shh. I see you. It just looks clean, written out too. August 17th. I see you. I see you. Okay. Okay. Did you know that Quavo wrote Gucci Gang? I didn't know that. I don't even know who Quavo is actually. So, yeah, there's that. I took out student loan. How did that work out for you, Frozen Gamer? They paid me $6,000 and they overpaid me. They said, okay. The guy with Bad and Bougie. I don't know Bad and Bougie, actually. Wait, Bad and Bougie, is that the one by that girl? What's her name? Bad Barbie? Bad Baby? Is that the song? Is that her? So I had to pay back. How should I overpay you by? Mac is gone. Oh, look at that blood. Ugh. Rain drop, drop, drop. Oh, rain drop, drop, top. Rain drop, drop, top. That one I don't know. Vamos, vamos. This bit coming up with Dylan and the Terminator and the Predator. Like I said before, like I watched the edited version of this movie. So when I was watching this first time, this scene made absolutely no sense because of the way it was edited. But yeah, not until I saw the uncut version, I was like, okay, that's what happened. It makes sense now, but damn. Smoking, no cooking in the crock pot. I went crazy with the money. Oh. So you spent the money that they overpaid you. Damn. Oh, thoughts. It's over now. Have you paid it all back since then? Frozen Gamer, Frozen G. Oh, excuse me. Yes. And, okay. Apparently it was supposed to be Jean-Claude Van Damme in the Predator suit for some scenes. In fact, apparently he did a few scenes in the Predator suit, but he decided he left the project and it wasn't in it in the end. Or wasn't in much of it in the end. Like doing the camouflage scenes, apparently some of that was done by Jean-Claude Van Damme. And now I'm crying. Well, at least it's over with. Can we get a clap in the chat for Frozen? Yeah, we go. Clap. Paid back the student loan. Big up. Bruh. You pay 9% over anything you earn over 25,000 a year. So if I earn 26,000 a year, I will pay £90 per month. 35,000 a year, and I pay £900 a month. I see, I see. How long would you be paying that back for, though? Because the loan's what, 30 grand or something? I mean, student fees, university fees are expensive now. This scene, though, is so pointless. There's literally no reason for Billy to strip himself shirtless and cut his chest open and have a showdown with the Predator. It made no sense. So apparently they filmed it, but they just cut it out the movie. But even still, it's just a pointless scene. I mean, it makes for a cool scene, to be fair, when you hear him screaming. But it's a pointless scene. Till I repay, or until 30 years have passed. So £90 per month for 30 years. As I'm just saying, I got something for Little Sims. Okay, nice. What you got for Little Sims? Good for what? It's cool, but it's a minor. Yeah, no, I love Little Sims, man. Just as she's an amazing artist. So yeah, big fan of Little Sims. Big fan of Little Sims. Let's see, £90 a month for 30 years. So that's what? Let's see, 12 times 30. It's 360 months. Times that by 90. £3,240. Well, your loan is way more than £3,240. So I don't know. It seems like they need to be getting their money back somehow. No, not even like that, Ruffy. I mean, it's just she's a great artist. I really enjoy her music. I enjoy listening to her music. You know. Yeah, £90 per month. Yeah, for 30 months. Yeah. So there's 12 months in a year, right? So 30 times 12 is how many months over 30 years? Which is 360. Yeah. 12 months in a year for 30 years. Yeah. So for 30 years is 360 months, and you're paying £90 per month for 360 months because it's over 30 years. So yeah, that's yeah. I'm paying back 32,000. 90. Okay, well, one sec. 90. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm paying 32,000. I take about 50,000, and you pay out 32. Okay, well, they're still under, way under. And Rafi is paying back in a You know what? I think you might. I'm not sure you worked it out right. One sec. £90 per month for 30 years. All right. So you did 90 times 12, right? Which is 1,080 for the year, right? Times that by 30 years, and yeah, the 3,000. Wait a minute. This is, you know, this is odd. Times 12. I don't mean to offend anyone, but Little Sims was the first Brit I found attractive. Well, I don't think that's offensive, but you know, it is what it is. Anyway, whatever. Either way, it sucks. But if there's a shortfall, either way, there's a shortfall. So they got to be trying to get their money back somehow. If they give you 50 grand and you're paying 32, then they got to have ways of getting their shortfall back. Quite nice, but hard to open. No, most low earners don't pay it off. This when he realizes that the mud protects him from vision. It's a no-win, no-pay loan. But here's the thing, though. £90 for everything. Was it over 25,000? You can live on 24,000 a year. By the way, does it matter if you're married? Like, let's say you earn 24,000 and your wife earns 24,000. Does it affect us? Does that matter then? That's right. You need to earn a certain amount personal wage. Okay, so yeah, you could have 24,000, earn 24,000 a year, and then just never pay it back. And I imagine a lot of people do that. I imagine a lot of people would take jobs that pay like 23, 24,000, and then never pay it back. So yeah. They gotta have ways of making up the shortfall because that money has to come from somewhere. Cause ain't nothing for free in this world. Ain't nothing for free. So I can literally live on 24,000 for 30 years, yeah, and then get a really high-paying job. They do. They earn their money from the people that earn a lot. All right, but there's only going to be way more people earning less than people earning a lot. So, all right, let's say you're a massive earner. Let's say you earn 50 grand a year. So, is it 9% of everything over 25,000, right? So, if you're earning 50 grand a year, then it's 9% of 25,000, right? I'm not sure I'm working this out right. Let's see. Yeah, if you like what you're seeing, if you're enjoying this live stream, hit that like button. If you don't like it, hit the dislike button. Sharing is caring. Appreciate you guys keeping the chat lively. Man, I will only accept 100k a year. Well, more money, more problems. Remember that. Nobody pays you to do nothing. $54,000 in a year. 5,000k a month. 54k in a year times by 30. 1.62 million. That's how they earn their money. I got my paycheck. Yeah, but they'll bring in a few people, and consider the amount of people taking loans and the amount of people either paying back less than they've borrowed, or maybe not even paying it back at all. You know, the few people paying the 1.6 million. I don't know. That can really make up for it, because there's how many thousands of students each year. So only a few of them are going to be earning like the big bucks, and most of them are going to be earning either small amounts or yeah, below the threshold. So I don't know. I feel like there's I don't know. I'm not sure that's adding up to me. I mean, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying about the whole 9% thing, but I don't know, man. Ain't nothing for free. And if that's their way of making money, because surely they got overheads and their own profit margins they're going to meet as well. So if they're completely relying on the few people who make, you know, sort of 30 grand, 40, 50 grand and upwards, it won't be as many people. And compared to the number of people taking loans, yeah, I don't know, man. It's something's not right here. Something's not right here. I don't know. Anyway, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is. Maybe it is exactly like that. But in any case, read the small print. Make sure you get it checked over as well. Don't sign nothing that you don't fully 110% understand. I got my paycheck today. Well, for sure. Hey, it's something, man. It's something. That's normal GP wage. There are lots of GPs in a lot of GPs each year. By the way, this is Blackpool GP wage. Yeah, man, it's just saved up $100 of chores. I mentioned GP, or London GP. Yeah, sure. There's in terms, if you look at numbers, sure. But what we're talking about is in comparison to the people. There's always going to be more people earning less than earning more. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe it works. Maybe it works. And I just think, to my thinking, I'm thinking a number of people taking student loans, and out of the people who take student loans, how many of them would earn above the threshold, or even enough above the threshold for them to make a profit? You know, compared to how many people are earning, you know, say just below the threshold, or let's say not, or within that non, you know what I mean? Like, I reckon there's probably way more people that are either below the threshold or not enough above the threshold for them to get them get their money back. But then like I said, I didn't take a student loan, so it's not something I'd research. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a bit too cynical. Maybe. Well, let's say on average day take 50,000. Why can't we go back to Haze in a bikini? My brain hurts. Well, Haze and no, let's not do that actually. Yeah. From 1.6 million pounds, they have 32 times what they borrowed. Yeah, in that case, in that example, but they still have all the times they've lost out. You know what I mean? Like, how many more did they lose on? So yeah, in that one example, so they made profits on that person, but that person has to now make up for all the other people that they didn't make a profit on. So let's say out of, I don't know what the percent, let's give a few numbers. Let's say 1,000 people take a student loan, and of that 1,000 people, 100 of them earn above, let's say 50,000 or above, so paying that 1.6 million. But then the rest of them are earning either, you know, below the threshold, or not enough above the threshold where they make a profit back. So that means that 100 people that they made, that 100 million pounds they made, has to cover something like 900 million of loss, or give or take. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I haven't worked out exact numbers, but so yeah, because there's more people earning less than earning more. Yes, they're making a profit on the people earning more, but is that really covering the amounts that they lose on the people earning less? That's, you know what I mean? $162 million. Yes, that 162 million, is that covering? Is that enough to cover the amounts on the people, that amount they lose on the people earning less? $50,000 times 900, 45 million. Okay. Plus those people earning less still pay back something. Okay. Well. All right. believing still. I don't know. I don't know. Like I say, maybe I'm being a bit too cynical, but all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, well, if you do anyway, whatever. Yeah, if you do it, just make sure you understand it 110%, because yeah, ain't shit for free in this world. That much I can tell you. They're getting something from you. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's not the money, but I don't know. I feel like they must be getting something from you. So yeah, make sure you fully read everything. Make sure you fully understand everything. Because if it's not money, then I don't know. They must be getting something. But I don't know. Maybe, like I say, maybe I'm being too cynical. Maybe maybe I just don't trust anybody who's saying, "Here's some money and only pay it back if you earn." But yeah, okay. Schwarzenegger versus the Predator. Yeah, this is a great scene, man. This whole movie is just fantastic. And the subsequent movies, that Predator 2 was okay, but wasn't as good. And was Alien versus Predator, didn't enjoy very much. And Predators, the one they did was when they went to the Predator planet, or the Predator training ground rather. There are plenty of student loan companies. Okay, so there's more than one student loan company. Okay, I don't know that. I mean, I knew, well, I should rephrase that. I knew there were more than one. I didn't know there were loads. Yeah, that came out wrong. I just figured there's a few places that do it, but okay, there's actually loads of, plenty of student. Okay. Well, then it becomes a little bit more suspect, quite frankly, because if there's loads of student loan companies, then they can't. Then surely they're not all seeing the same return. You know what I mean? Because let's say there's 1,000 people applying for student loans, but it's spread over different companies. That means there's maybe there's a few companies that might be making a profit, but then loads of those companies must be making a massive loss. You know. But yeah, I don't know. Just seems a bit, Well, US skeptical. No, it's just, you know, I'm not a skeptical person. I say in general, but it's just when it comes to loans and money, you know, when it like anybody lending you money like that, there's so many terms into paying it back and how you pay it back, and anytime somebody's saying something like, okay, you only pay it back under these circumstances, I'm thinking, okay, what else is going on? What else is going on? I don't know, man. I don't know. But hey, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know, if it is all legit and you don't have to pay it back and there's no catch, there's nothing there, then hey, cool, go for it, man. But yeah, student finance is done through the government. Oh yeah, well that's a reason to trust them less. That's a reason to trust them less. Man, freestyle Mafia has just come out. I've donated 150 coins to the college fund. Every little helps, man. It's just companies that dish out the money. Come on, what's the freestyle about? Well, that's what all the talk was about. This is called the Time Traveler's Madness. Ooh, he could have killed him right there, but he didn't. Yeah, spending my life savings away on, what's that, a crowd fund? What, CR fund? Oh, just on the fund. Okay. What's the fund for, though? See, this space should just killed him right there and then. There's no reason for him to hold him up. He doesn't know who he is or what he's done. He's just another. That's another guy. But no, he puts him down. College fund, okay. This shit isn't funny. It isn't funny. On a college fund. Okay. Okay, what isn't funny? I guess I missed that bit. You an ugly motherfucker. But yeah, he should have just killed him. But no, he wants a fist fight. Ugh, really? Let's fight like men, even though I'm a powerful, strong alien. You've got a big stick. Bad idea. Bad idea. I'm a strong killer alien from a planet of people who just kill other things. Person's bitch slapped Arnold. Yeah, twice. 3 times. You're once, psh, twice, psh, 3 times a bitch slap. Psh. Run away with that. I ran so fast I hit a home run. Well, that means you just run around in a giant circle if you hit a home run. You just run around in one big circle. Here's something I saw on Facebook. Somebody posted on my Facebook. Somebody in my Facebook list posted. I thought it was quite interesting. He said, running away from something is really running towards that same thing from a really, really far away. I thought it was quite interesting because when you think about it, when you try to run away from like your problems, you eventually just end up, it catches up with you, right? I mean, or you end up going around to it. So yeah, the Earth being round means when you run away from something, you're really running towards it from really, really far away. You just gotta face your things, man. Face it. Just face it. Don't say that shit every day. Come on, kill me, do it. Come on. In these campuses, we keep messes and tasers because you can't keep a gun. Well, alright, I ain't got no more bars. Bars, too many bars, too many bars. Come on, come on. Come on, I'm here. Come on, do it now, do it now. He's a bit smarter than that, Arnie. He's not some dumb brute. But not that smart. He's smart, but not that smart. There you go. Only just earned a trophy. Ooh. How fucking coincidental there was a log right where the Predator needed to be. Also, he is still alive. Yeah, but he injured him pretty badly, so he still gets a trophy. But yeah. Convenient log is convenient, as Cinema Sins would say. But yeah, Predator's got one last trick though. I've been up for 24 hours. Dude, get some rest, man. 25 hours. Boy, you need to sleep. You need to sleep. I want to record a new album. I don't know what's going to be yet though, but that's a kind of a long-term plan, or longer-term plan, I should say. But yeah, God will, I'll be recording a new album. Write some stuff down and put it all on music. Put it all to music, and have it recorded and put it out into the world. No rest is a kid's drug. Can we help you with right, Haze, in the comments? Well, then it wouldn't be my album, then, would it? You know what though? I did go to a poetry event when I was in New York, and what they did was something that was really cool, where when you entered, they got you to write down a line, just any kind of random line, and everybody did that. And you didn't know what the other person in front of you said, you don't know what the other person behind you wrote, but everybody wrote down a random line, and in the end they put it all together as this one poem to see how it fit together. And you know what? It kind of went together. It kind of worked. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll do something like that. Maybe. And it never explains what the Predator's mission was, though. Is it ever actually explained? Not that I know of. I mean, I know there's like speculations and stuff and things like, oh, you know, they're from a planet of killers. But it's kind of like, okay, but yeah. I mean, the best I understand is that the Predator was there as a hunting expedition to hunt humans, because that's what they do every 30 years or whatever it was they mentioned in the movie. They mentioned something about 30 years ago there's a similar sort of thing happened. So apparently they've been there before, or at least that's the speculation. Richard Chavez. Shane Black. He's writing the new Predators movie, or written a new Predators movie. Sonny Landham. Rest in peace, Sonny Landham. Jesse Ventura. Bill Duke. Oh, that was good. Yes, it was. Elpidia Carrillo. Carl Weathers. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, that was a good movie. One of my favorite movies. One of my favoritist movies of ever. I like that movie. Kevin Peter Hall as the Predator. She asked me on a scale to what? Scale to 1, how would I rate? How would you rate? How would you rate what? I told that little bitch like an 8. Maybe don't call her a little bitch though. I mean that's just not nice, really, is it? You know, she might She might not like you afterwards. You might be saying she's an 8, but if you're calling her a bitch, you might be like, well, you just dropped down to a 2. Gotta be careful, man. Respects the woman. Respects woman. Respect woman. And like, yeah, now Predator is one of my favorite movies. It's a great film. Seen this movie so many times when I was a kid, watching the edited version, and as a grown-up watching the unedited version. But yeah, I've seen this movie a lot. I have seen this movie a lot. Did you read my 527 comment? You know, I actually don't have the timestamps on the thing, so when you say 527, I actually don't know what that refers to. I need to go. Have a good one. All right, appreciate it, Benta. Big up for coming through. Thanks for that. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the chat. But yeah, you know, remember, keep a lookout for them small prints, just in case. And yeah, be careful at cards too. But yeah, big up for coming through. Thanks. But yeah, we are approaching the end of the live stream. Just the movie's just come to an end. Just letting the credits roll out as we wrap up. Rafi's got 175 coins. Nice one. Yes, and I need to figure out how to manipulate these coins a bit better, because there's apparently things you can do with them, like games and stuff, but I don't know why they're not working. So I don't know if there's a setting I need to check or whatever, but I'd have to do that. Hopefully I'd have some time to do that tomorrow. Probably not before tomorrow's live stream. Next live stream tomorrow is 8:30 a.m. GMT. So yeah, if you can make that, it'd be awesome. Back to video games, back to Ratchet and Clank tomorrow. And then Sunday as well, 8:30 a.m. GMT as well. Also, I'm out on Sunday. I'm doing a photo shoot, so that'd be pretty cool. Pretty looking forward to that. And yeah, try and get some new digs for tomorrow, from tomorrow as well. Bye, Haze. I'm gonna go and play some b-ball now. All right, appreciate you coming through, Rafi. Big up for that. Shooting some b-ball. That was cool. And a couple of guys. Well, that's no good. All right, but yeah, guess that's the end of the live stream. So, to all the talkers and the stalkers, I appreciate you and all that you do. Thank you for keeping me company. Thank you for keeping the chat lively. Thank you for everything. And the village is strong because you make it stronger. We're only getting stronger. So yeah, look out for some live streams tomorrow. Check out some videos. A video, I should say, rather, coming tomorrow. A video coming tomorrow. It's called Guide to Dating Black Women for White Men. So look out for that over on the comedy channel, youtube.com/bandithaze. But yeah, it's gonna be all for now. So guys, until whenever, if ever. Peace out, y'all.